Welcome to Dimensions CM 14.2 new feature which basically allows a GIT client to speak to a Dimensions CM server by way of the GIT SVN bridge and the Dimensions CM subversion bridge, and we shall see that's now in action. So we go to that URL, and for convenience sake it's already downloaded, so we go ahead and run that. Using the standard options, we're going to install to a bash shell, but we're going to change the way the line feeds are handled. Basically we check out as is and check in as is. That's now completed, so we'll bring up that bash shell and let's go ahead and create a directory. Now that we have the directory created, we're going to configure the Git global variables. So there we do git config -global. And we need to specify an email address as well. These are all stored locally, so there's no problem with privacy. And now we're going to run the git svn clone, which will pull out the contents. So here we have our CM bridge servlets. So I'm going to go into Clarius. I'm going to pull out this branch ASTR. So we specify that HTTP servlet and address, specifying dot, and we're specifying the username of DMSys. You may at this point need to enter the Dimensions DMSys password. And now both bridges are being communicated across and pulling out the contents of that repository. The files have now been extracted, and we are going to create a brand new file. Called addfile.txt. In addition, we're going to modify an existing file. So we're going to modify this file here, lifequote.java. So added a line. Now we need to just run the git command to add the file that we created, addfile.txt. And now we want to commit those changes to the repository on the Git side of things. So we say added a file and modified a file. So they have now been added, and now we just need to commit them across the bridge. So say git svn decommit. So now this is speaking across both bridges. We've got our addition of the addfile.txt and the modification of lifequote.java. Gone across both bridges, and now if we go into that file, lifequote.java, we shall take a quick look, just a refresh, and we can see that the line has been added. So indeed, we are able to use both bridge technologies to connect from a Git client, in this case running under bash, to the Dimensions CM repository. Please do take a look at the associated Getting Started guide accessing a Dimensions CM repository from a Git client. Thank you very much for watching.